Mira Muhammad Shah, Ghulam Muhammad Dubey, Lieutenant General retired Ghulam Muhammad Malik, Justice retired Sayyid Sajjad Ali Shah, Justice retired Sayyid Rajib Ahmad, Muhammad Ibrahim Joyo, Actor Nadeem, and so on.
This is why renowned educationist very rightly said that SMI, child of Sindh and mother of Pakistan.
In 2012, Sindh Madressatul one of the oldest institutions of South Asia in Pakistan. Its history stretches 3 centuries in the commercial hub of Karachi city. Right after its establishment on 1st September 1985, receiving residence and modern architectural buildings, it has sat on India's Main and the great social reformer of Sindh, Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Afandi Library, founded 901 staff, house the objective of graduate to information technology of Smiu Modern School. One of the great alumni of the institution is the founder of Pakistan, Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Today, Smiu is one of the top quality education imparting institutions of Pakistan. It imparts modern education to Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad as one of the oldest institutions of South Asia and Pakistan. It has century studies 1940 computer science, software engineering with his artificial intelligence and mathematical sciences in which his administration accounts the foundation for Sindh Madressatul and Karachi, India. Other great social and development reformer of Sindh, linguistics and literature, Sir Ghulam Hussain Madressatul Islam, education, the objective to educate Allama I.I. Qazi, Dr. Muhammad Daud Bhutto, Allama Ali Khan of the institution is the founder of Pakistan, Taj Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah Master. He studied Sindh Madressatul Islam from July 1987 to Muhammad Hashim Bahadur Hassan Ali Khan Muhammad Ali Jinnah Mira Muhammad Shah elevated his knowledge achievement and struggle. It has a vast collection of Muhammad Malik Quaid-e-Azam Justice retired with his digital library has also last set up in which he beat hundreds of thousands of Ibrahim similar Sindh Madressatul Islam Karachi and other great alumni Sir Shah set up in the IT Sir Abdullah Harun, Sir Ghulam Hussain Hidayatullah, Muhammad Ayub Khor, Allama I.I. Qazi, Dr. Umar bin Muhammad Daud Bhutto, Allama Ali Khan Abu, Sayyid Ghulam Mustafa Shah, Taj Muhammad Sehra, Hidden Master, keep the faculty and students Khuda and connected with Parliament in entire campus, Muhammad Hashim Ghazir, Khan Bahadur Ghulam Ali Khan, Mira Muhammad Shah, Ghulam Muhammad Lieutenant General retired Ghulam Muhammad Malik 2012, Justice retired Sayyid Sajjad Ali Shah, to the level Justice retired Sayyid Wajid, the requisite bill passed Muhammad Ibrahim Joyo, currently integrated in the commercial hub of Karachi can be accessed around Directorate symbolizes some of the most affluent station and also part of architectural buildings. Hence the skill 9th main building and 2 mosques in 1898, Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Afandi Library, 1901 Starpur House, 20 square and selling story in 96.6 and can also be accessed at www.smiu.fm. The university has also Jinnah Museum which contains the educational records and possessions of father of institutions of Pakistan. It imparts moral education to its students in various and the level of PhD disciplines in the requisite bill passed by the Sindh. It has 10 departments. Smiu is located in the commercial hub of Karachi city. It is traditional intelligence and involvement. The university is business administration lectures by renowned scholars from all over the world in person and radio social and development. It's in Madressatul University has developed research environmental sciences, education, all academic saving stories, information technology block, and SMIs in their research work. The university has a fleet of points for students and staff for comfortable and easy accessibility is one of the top quality education universities institutions of Pakistan. It education and education to restore students in healthy details and PhD disciplines suggestions and achievements. It has SMIs a vast collection of computer science journals, software encyclopedias, artificial digital library, and has also a setup which has more than hundreds of thousands banks and finance and modern library by organizing first social and research congress set up in the international conferences under one environmental sciences. Smiu has always emphasized on the quality research work, and which is why most of the research publications of the faculty in the national and international journals have seen significant growth in last 3 years. Keep the faculty and students aware and has connected the university's live research projects funded by different government organizations. Built in 1898 that symbolizes knowledge, achievement and struggle. It has a vast collection of books, research journals and encyclopedias. A digital library has also been set up which has more than hundreds of thousands under the national expansion plan. A modern library through its own website can access and set up in the IT Exhibition Center in collaboration with HTC is also part of this initiative to enhance the skills of the student, to develop students' management, communication, team building, social and leadership skills. 9 student societies are held under the Directorate of Exponents and can also be accessed at the world. Entire society is covered by society. The society has also civil society which contains the educational records and musicians of Father of the Nation, Qaisazam Muhammad Ali Jinnah Society. These societies work effectively under their office bearers chosen through a proper electoral process. Currently, it is being aired through its own website, can be accessed at the purpose Senate Hall of the university is utilized. FM station is also scholars from all over hence the success and popularity of conferences can be seen from the outstanding University of developments which has increased research and computer repositories in last all aired at the blocks to facilitate faculty members can also be accessed at research www.smiu.sm is in process of the university has staff for comfortable and easy access for education citizens of Father of the Sindh. In this way, Honorable Stone educational awards held on research December debates to raise questions, construction suggestions in progress. Those questions SMIU regularly organizes national and international conferences, seminars, lecture halls, and university is utilized to organize Madressatul by renowned scholars from all over the world by organizing first ever global research on Madressatul University has developed under one umbrella. International SMIU has always emphasized on the quality research and which is why students and research publications of the faculty, the university has a fleet of points for students and significant for comfortable and easy access for daily SMIU faculty has been working on number of research projects to strengthen educational bonds, organization research, healthy debates to raise questions and to give suggestions in answer of those questions. SMIU regularly organizes national and international conferences, seminars, lecture programs and thought-provoking debates. Sindh Madressatul Islam National Extension Plan of Punjab country by organizing its first ever national research congress with 5 international conferences under collaboration with HEC. SMIU has always emphasized on the quality research work and which is why students of the research communication of the faculty in social and leadership skills has seen student societies are working under the Directorate like Students Affairs. These are art society, on literary society projects, science society by different government organizations, community service society, debate society, music society, charity society, and environment society. These societies work effectively under their office bearers chosen through a proper electoral process. Under the National Expansion Plan of Punjab IT Board, SMIU has established National Incubation Center and Business Incubation Center in collaboration with HEC to nurture entrepreneurial skills of young businessmen. The success and popularity of the university can be managed from the outstanding growth in number of students, social and leadership skills. 9% societies are working under the Directorate of Students Affairs. These are Art Society, Literary Society, Science Society is in process of establishing its world-class campus society, over 100 debating society, Education City Society, Karachi City Society. In this way, Environment Society ceremony. These societies work effectively under their office bearers chosen its construction work in process.
With a strong dedication of our faculty, officers and staff, we are truly following our classic motto, enter to learn, go forth to serve. And I say, receive the student as a customer
The
and
success and
send off
popularity
as a
of the
quality
university
product.
can be seen from the outstanding growth in number of students, which has to become an internationally acclaimed institution in near future, making Pakistan proud of its achievements and services. SMI University is in process of establishing its world-class campus over 100 acres of land in Education City in Malid near DHA City. In this way, foundation stone laying ceremony was held on 25th December 2017 and its construction work is in progress.
With a strong dedication of our faculty, officers and staff, we are truly following our classic motto, enter to learn, go forth to serve. And I say, receive the student as a customer and send off as a quality product.
With all these features, SMIU is a very well poised to become an internationally acclaimed institution in near future, making Pakistan proud of its achievements and services. Other communities took advantage of this change and dominated in all spheres of life. These conditions compelled Hassan took active part to bring the Muslim person in the mainstream, transformed the society into better. Subsequently, and educated the nation, not made allies to a position of successful Bahadur politician and great supporter of Muslim cause of a great visionary but he laid the foundation of modern education story of Khan by establishing a Sindh Madressatul Islam with his tireless despite the great September 18 as a member of period in which he arose to the stage of authority for rights of he was elected as a not favorable to Muslims of the land. He became the seat of British head on ex-Sindh when his father Muhammad Ihsan other Kazakis took advantage of this change and dominated in all spheres of life. These conditions compelled Hassan Ali to took active part to bring the was provided the basic education of the state of Muhammadan. Subsequently, in the British Raj, he not only started his position of successful advocate, clerk, politician, and great supporter of Muslim cause division. He met that, but he laid the foundation of modern education discussed here by establishing select members of Islam learned Karachi language from 1st September as he was understanding that born on this 1st August, no one could achieve any position established a college without knowing English language. To accomplish the new cause of established assumed that his father Muhammad Ihsan had the Indus flotilla with his friends and after upon the elder brother he formed the Sindh Muhammad and fulfilled his responsibility and the Sindh brother he was provided basic education of Arabic and Persian at a local level. And he started his political life by getting a job in the organizations for establishment of the Rose divisions. At the same time, job laid the foundation stone from some successful career as they were not independent of his first job. He learned English language from his English medium as he was understanding that in the British rule, so his child could achieve any position in the Directorate without knowing the English language. Thereafter, achieved his redundant as founded another job of schools at the Indus Government examination near 30 with his duty was to keep the record was royalties in a double-story building. He started operating in Hyderabad and Karachi over just age of 50 Karachi district. He was hired on with this talented young Muslim after a brief conversation with Mr. Madressatul offered him a job as translator and an inauguration ceremony in the district court, Karachi. Hassan Ali Afandi presided over the third job which was attended by Karachi district court was not that large as Hassan Ali Afandi, so he studied law books in God, but his knowledge of the law objectives of serving Hassan Ali, despite knowledge of law, Mr. Madressatul gave him the certificate of law in the same year without getting his formal exam. He was elected as a member of the Bombay Legislative, the first Muslim lawyer on the seat of land law, and he started law practice in Hyderabad and Karachi. This milestone in the age of 80 years, Hassan Ali 8 acres of land around Karachi municipality named the Jumarat. This place was used as a Kafra of traders who were used to come at this Muhammad and Karachi for their business activities and were living here. Hassan Ali after retirement of railway service, this connection brought Hassan Ali and remained visited Aligarh version till 18. He met his founder Sayyid Ahmad Khan and discussed him, but he had also establishment of a modern councillor for Muslims said he was known when he as a member of Lord's Karachi suggested in the same year British officials must establish he was elected as a member of the Bombay Legislature to accomplish the noble cause of establishment of Sindh, extended their full support for Hassan Ali. He left the Sindh with his friends and after agreeing upon the idea he formed the Sindh National Association. Lord Hassan Ali told his son he was nominated president of both the bodies. Again, now Hassan Ali started efforts to collect and corner construction of Sindh and other parts of the British India connection when Hassan for establishment of Aligarh College. At the same time, he faced bitter opposition from some and discussed him as they were not in favor of modern school for Muslims of English medium. Sir Sayyid and some other religious scholars suggested him that like only Allah must establish a college and then he also ultimately Khan to accomplish the noble cause of his establishment of Sindh Madressatul Islam. Madressatul had Sindh Madressatul Islam with his friends and after agreeing upon the idea he first gave the Sindh National Association in a double-story and the Sindh Madressatul on the Bandar Road. He was nominated president of just opposite the Bolton Mount. It was hired on grand nooks and corners of a great day and especially for the Muslims of India to collect donations for establishment of the war. At the same time, he faced bitter opposition from some dignitaries as they were not in favor of the establishment of a modern was attended by English medium, but some other religious scholars Hassan Ali Afandi like Maulvi Allah Bakhsh fully supported the line of the ultimately Khan Bahadur Hassan Ali Afandi achieved his goal and founded the most modern Sindh Madressatul Islam. Now another phase of its struggle started. These firstly the school was opened in a double-story building located on the Bandar Road. He successfully crossed Smiu just opposite the Bolton Market. 8 acres was hired from Karachi municipality. It was a great established for the Muslims of Sindh when Sindh who were used to say that this post-separation Karachi who had business activities and were living here. Hassan Ali after retirement of the service when this was remained by almost 40 lives when Hassan Ali on that occasion as most child Sindh of Sindh informed he had also agreed at the objectives of the councillor of Karachi left his word when he applied for the plot at Karachi municipality and British officials in Hyderabad phase of the struggle started. Mr. James efforts to get a separate James and George and extended their full support. He successfully crossed this milestone and got more than 8 acres of land from Karachi municipality before it. Now his lot was as a laying ceremony which gives more recognition to the services of this great city of Karachi for their business activities and were living construction of Sindh after the advent of railway service. This thought remains of Sindh Muslims. These were the days when Hassan Ali Afandi had emerged as most popular personality of Sindh. He had also appeared at 180 councillor of Karachi municipality.
बानिए पाकिस्तान कायद-ए-आज़म मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना रहमतुल्लाह अलैह ने फरमाया, आप तालीम पर पूरा ध्यान दें, अपने आप को अमल के लिए तैयार करें, ये आपका पहला फरीज़ा है। आपकी तालीम का एक हिस्सा ये भी है कि आप दौरे हाजिर की सियासत का मुताल्ला करें। ये देखें कि आपके इर्द गिर्द में क्या हो रहा है। हमारी कौम के लिए तालीम मौत और जिंदगी का मसला है।
The Ottoman ambitions of Sindh also Turkish war, the main building of the war is the Directorate engaged with the most of the सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी के डायरेक्टोरेट ऑफ ब्रॉडकास्टिंग एंड मीडिया ट्रेनिंग सेंटर के ज़ेर एहतमाम फोटोग्राफी वर्कशॉप का इनेकाद किया गया, जिसका बुनियादी मकसद तलबा को प्रोफेशनल फोटोग्राफी स्किल्स से रोशनास कराना था। ट्रेनर उमर काजी ने तलबा को हाई स्पीड फोटोग्राफी, प्रोडक्ट फोटोग्राफी, फैशन फोटोग्राफी और लैंडस्केप फोटोग्राफी के बुनियादी उसूल बताए और तलबा से प्रैक्टिकल काम करवाया। वर्कशॉप के इख्तिताम पर शुरका में सर्टिफिकेट्स भी तकसीम किए गए।
Sindh Madressatul Islam University, in collaboration with the Dice Foundation USA, organized a 2-day Creative Arts and Media Summit and exhibition at the Expo Center, Karachi. Number of guest speakers from media, film, drama and academia took part in different panel discussions.
पाकिस्तान कायद-ए-आज़म मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना ने फरमाया, मैं आपको मसरूफ़े अमन होने की ताकीद करता हूँ। काम और बस काम, सुकून की खातिर सब्र बर्दाश्त और इंकिसारी के साथ अपनी कौम की सच्ची खिदमत करते जाएं।
Masroor and SM Raza discussed the state of creative arts in Pakistan. They said that there was a space for new generation if they want to see their career in the creative arts. The speakers said that the importance of creative arts was being recognized in the country.
47वें यौम पैदाइश पर सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी के डायरेक्टरेट ऑफ स्टूडेंट अफेयर्स एंड काउंसिल की जानिब से जिना अ टाइमलेस लेगेसी के उन्वान से सेमिनार मुनक्किद किया गया। इस मौके पर मेहमान खुसूसी सिंध के निगरान वज़ीर इत्तलात सैयद मोहम्मद अहमद शाह ने नौजवान तलबा से
बाबाए कौम कायद-ए-आज़म मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना ने हर शोबे में कायद की शख्सियत जो आपने मुझे इनायत की है और अपने सिंध को हिफाजत के लिए और नए नजरियात के लिए फिलहाल आपके लिए जो सबसे जरूरी अमर है वो तालीम है। इल्म तलवार से भी ज्यादा ताकतवर होता है। जाइए और इल्म हासिल कीजिए।
इसी आर्ट की शक्ल जो हमारे पंजाब में या हमारे सिंध में या हमारे बलूचिस्तान में जो फोक है वो एक बड़ी आर्ट फॉर्म है जो चंद शहरों तक महदूद नहीं है। आप मेले ठेले पंजाब में जाके देखें, उनके अपने म्यूजिशियंस देखें, इसी तरह से आप बलूचिस्तान में देखें तो फोक बहुत बड़ा एक खजाना है हमारे पास, सबसे मजबूत तरीन जिसको हम पूरी दुनिया से प्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं। और हम लोग पाकिस्तान में कई अदारे हैं, हम भी कर रहे हैं कि हम अपना फोक और जो मॉडर्न वेस्टर्न म्यूजिशियंस और हमारे प्योर स्कॉलर डॉक्टर सैयद जाफर इलाके भी पाकिस्तान की मंजिल के उसूल के लिए कायद-ए-आज़म की कोशिशों और उनकी सियासी बसीरत पर तफसीली रोशनी डाली। इस मौके पर सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी की स्टूडेंट सोसाइटीज़ की जानिब से कायद-ए-आज़म की ज़िंदगी पर तकारीर और क्विज़ मुकाबले का भी इनेकाद किया गया। SMIU म्यूजिक सोसाइटी की जानिब से कायद को खिराज तहसीन पेश करने के लिए कायद-ए-आज़म मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना के 147वें यौम पैदाइश पर वाइस चांसलर
सिंध
How
मदरसतुल
much can
इस्लाम
we cash in
यूनिवर्सिटी
on
प्रोफेसर
that?
डॉक्टर मुजीबुद्दीन
आपको
सहराई मेमन ने
इस टाइम पे
मेहमान खुसूसी
खुद
सूबाई
जब
निगरां
तक
वज़ीर
आप
इत्तलात
चाहे
सैयद मोहम्मद
student
अहमद
हो,
शाह,
चाहे आप
गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर डॉक्टर
artist
सैयद
हो,
जाफर
established हो, नहीं
अहमद,
हो,
सीनियर
but at the
फैकल्टी
same
और
time,
एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के
you should
हमारात
take
के
up
इनकाम।
initiatives.
तकरीब के
और
अख्तिताम पर वाइस
इस वक्त
चांसलर
मेरा
सिंध
ख्याल है कि
मदरसतुल
कोई
इस्लाम
excuse
यूनिवर्सिटी
किसी के पास
प्रोफेसर
है नहीं,
डॉक्टर
क्योंकि
मुजीबुद्दीन सहराई
digital
मेमन ने
technology,
मेहमानों
जैसे
को
कि
सुवीनियर
हमारे
पेश
keynote
किए।
speaker साहब ने भी इस बात की निशानदेही की थी कि everybody has technology right in their pockets. So I feel everyone should contribute in some way or the other.
जैसे एक इंजीनियर बगैर इंजीनियरिंग पढ़े इंजीनियर नहीं हो सकता, जैसे एक डॉक्टर बगैर मेडिकल पढ़े वो डॉक्टर नहीं हो सकता, तो मेरे ख्याल से एक एक्टर भी बगैर परफॉर्मिंग आर्ट्स को पढ़े या आर्ट्स को पढ़े वो एक्टर नहीं बन सकता।
ओवरऑल क्योंकि स्टेट ऑफ आर्ट अभी एक डेवलपमेंट स्टेज पे है, ठीक है, प्रोग्रेस चीज़ों में हो रही है। जिस तरह आप देख रहे हैं कि इंडिपेंडेंट फिल्म्स बननी शुरू हुई हैं, लोगों के अभी जो नए कॉन्सेप्ट हैं उस पर काम कर रहे हैं, सही है। तो म्यूरल और फाइन आर्ट जो है वो भी इसी तरह स्ट्रगलिंग स्टेज से है। इंडिपेंडेंट आर्टिस्ट कर रहे हैं जो कर सकते हैं, जिनकी जितनी अप्रोच है वो अपने तौर पे जितना कर सकते हैं कर रहे हैं।
सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी के डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ मीडिया एंड कम्युनिकेशन स्टडीज के ज़रिए तलबा के लिए फोटो जर्नलिज्म, डिजिटल
बच्चों के साथ जिनसी तशद्दुद अक्सर हमारे सामने हो रहा होता है। डरे नहीं और चीख के कहें।
मीडिया के जरिए फोटो जर्नलिज्म के हवाले से आगाही फराहम करना
इंसानी हकूक़ हुकूमत पाकिस्तान। मज़ीद तफ़सीलात के लिए राब्ता कीजिए 1099 पर।
ग्लोबल नेबरहुड फॉर मीडिया इनोवेशन GNMI के ताल्लुक से ये वर्कशॉप सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम के सैनिक हॉल में मुनाक़िद की गई, जिससे हाइब्रिड तर्ज़ तालीम के तहत हॉल में मौजूद तलबा के अलावा ऑनलाइन भी तालिबों ने इस्तिफ़ादा किया।
educational exchange between SMIU and its various partner universities around the world.
This program changes your real life. Most important thing is the openness with breaking up stereotypes, but also the
very
kind of
happy
vision
and
that has
very
been
privileged to be here today to see the university. I have seen great
It is the time of interactions with different cultures, different societies, and for that,
pleasure
the best way
to witness, to see the place on the spot, personally with my own eyes. It's marvelous to be here. Brothers, we are brothers.
visits, they transform the lives of our students.
It's not this year we are now celebrating the 75th diplomatic relations. Our relations did not start in 1947. It started centuries ago. So we have very deep brother relations, and it is very unique, and it has no description. It's something from heart to heart. So we are one body, two hearts, but one soul. Youth and students, they are very privileged to be in such an excellent and established historical university. I have seen it with my eyes. So they should get the benefit.
Thank you, SMIU. Thank you, SMIU, for giving me the opportunity.
Lucky, and they are the future of Pakistan. Education is very important, so they should work very hard. They should work for this country, and then they should study hard. So Pakistan's future is there in their
सिंध
hands.
मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी के ज़ेर एहतमाम हायर एजुकेशन कमीशन के ताउन से HEC इंटरवर्सिटी जोन एल वॉलीबॉल चैंपियनशिप का इनेकाद किया गया। बच्चों, आपकी खुशी और हिफाजत हमारे लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है। आपको पता होना चाहिए कि हर बड़ा काबिल एतमाद नहीं होता। इसीलिए आज हम आपको गुड टच और बैड टच के बारे में बताएंगे। गुड टच में शामिल है डॉक्टर का आपको सेहतमंद रखने के लिए चुना, वालिदैन का आपको साफ रखने के लिए चुना, दोस्तों के साथ हाथ मिलाना, टीचर का आपके सर पर या पीठ पर थपकी देना, दादा दादी या नाना नानी के साथ गले मिलना। बैड टच में शामिल है किसी का आपकी शर्मगाह को छूना, छुप कर हाथ लगाना, अजनबियों का छूना, ऐसा छूना जिसका आपको बताया जाए कि अच्छा है लेकिन आपको बुरा और शर्मनाक महसूस हो, ऐसा छूना जो आपको गलत लगे। अगर आपको लगता है कि आपको बैड टच का निशाना बनाया गया है तो फौरन अपने वालिदैन या फिर किसी काबिल एतमाद बड़े को बताएं। मज़ीद मालूमात इसके अलावा आप भी साथ हैं। ज़रूरत के पड़ोसी और इस बात से नहीं बनाए कि उनके
बाबाए कौम कायद-ए-आज़म मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना के 147वें यौम पैदाइश पर सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी की डायरेक्टरेट ऑफ स्टूडेंट अफेयर्स एंड काउंसलिंग की जानिब से जिन्ना ऑटोनमस लेगेसी के عنوان से सेमिनार मुनक्किद किया गया। इस मौके पर मेहमान खुसूसी सिंध के निगरां वज़ीर इत्तलात सैयद मोहम्मद अहमद शाह ने नौजवान तलबा से गुफ्तगू करते हुए कहा कि आपको ज़िंदगी के हर शोबे में कायद की शख्सियत से रहनुमाई लेनी चाहिए और अपने जहन को नई सोच और नए नज़रियात के लिए खुला रखना चाहिए।
हमने सब कुछ किया, मेरे जो कायद चाहते थे वो कुछ नहीं किया। उसके अलावा कायद के नाम पर ही हमने सब कुछ किया। कायद का सबसे कमाल क्या है, तो परफेक्शनिस्ट।
वाइस चांसलर सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर मुजीबुद्दीन ने तकरीर से खिताब करते हुए कहा कि मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना की कायदाना सलाहियतों, सियासी जिद्दोजहद और बेमिसाल कुर्बानी के सबब उनका शुमार दुनिया के अजीज तरीन रहनुमाओं में होता है।
And look at the era in which he was developing himself as a politician. कोई हथियार नहीं था उनके पास, उनकी ट्रेनिंग थी, कुछ नहीं था एक्सेप्ट अपना रैशनल, अपना थॉट, अपनी रीजनिंग एंड विजडम। That got him ये कायद-ए-आज़म।
तलबा से गुफ्तगू में गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर मुमताज़ स्कॉलर डॉक्टर सैयद जाफर एडम ने क़याम पाकिस्तान की मंजिल के हुसूल के लिए कायद-ए-आज़म की कोशिशों और उनकी सियासी वसीलों पर तफसीली रोशनी डाली। इस मौके पर सिंध मदरसतुल सोसाइटीज़ की जानिब से कायद-ए-आज़म की ज़िंदगी पर तकरीर और क्विज़ मुकाबले का भी इनेकाद किया गया। स्मायू सोसाइटी की जानिब से कायद को खिराज तहसीन पेश करने के लिए तलबा ने नगमे पेश किए। कायद-ए-आज़म मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना के 147वें यौम पैदाइश पर वाइस चांसलर सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर मुजीबुद्दीन सहराई मेमन ने मेहमान खुसूसी सूबाई निगरां वज़ीर इत्तलात सैयद मोहम्मद अहमद शाह, गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर डॉक्टर सैयद जाफर अहमद, सीनियर फैकल्टी और एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन के हमरा केक काटा। तकरीब के इख्तिताम पर वाइस चांसलर सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर मुजीबुद्दीन सहराई मेमन ने मेहमानों को सुवीनियर पेश किए।
During the time when unfortunately the business is not as usual, I must say, and in these difficult circumstances, reaching out to the students and trying to find out and tap the potential is very, very important for our benefit. And I must thank all of you for being here, and I'm sure you will find the right talent that is there. It is also important for our graduates to get an opportunity to be interviewed here and then go with the time of the letter to see
मजदूद हैं बहबूदिए इस्लाम की राहें, हक गवाही पे हकदारों को मिलती हैं सजाएं, तकदीर बदलती नहीं घर बैठे दुआएं। Respected deans, principal officers, faculty staff members and dear students, Assalamu alaikum and a very pleasant morning to you all. I on behalf of Directorate of Student Affairs and Counseling welcome you all in the second day of our 3-day celebrations of the 144th birth anniversary of our great leader and distinctive alumnus of Sindh Madressatul Islam, Qaid-e-Azam Mohammad Ali Jinnah. So ख़वातीन और हज़रात, आज का हमारा सबसे पहला प्रोग्राम एक थिएटर परफॉर्मेंस है जो कि हमारे स्टूडेंट काउंसिल के मेंबर्स ने ऑर्गेनाइज की है। So over to the art society.
Beginning with the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and merciful. यूं दी हमें आज़ादी कि दुनिया हुई हैरान, एक कायद-ए-आज़म तेरा एहसान है ऐसा। Honorable Deans, respected faculty and my dear friends, Assalamu alaikum. I, Uruz Haneef, on behalf of Smiu Art Society, welcome you you all on this beautiful eve of our beloved kite's grand birthday celebration. You all must be very excited if today is the second day of these grand celebration and the first event of today has just begun. So let's initiate by dedicating some lines to the endless efforts of Quaid-e-Azam, which made the existence of Pakistan possible. तेरे बगैर पाकिस्तान का वजूद था कहाँ, तेरी अनथक कोशिशों से बना पाकिस्तान, कि हैरत से देखता रहा तुझे जहाँ, ऐ मेरे जिना, ऐ मेरे जिना। पेश करती है सलाम तुझे सरज़मीं पाकिस्तान, ऐ मेरे जिना, ऐ मेरे जिना। On this noteworthy occasion, I would like to share some beautiful words of Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, which he said on the inauguration of Sindh Madressatul College. The words reflects his immense love for Sindh Madressatul Islam, as he said that he knew every inch of the splendid ground of this institution where he had played and studied. So people, don't you think that we all are the lucky ones to be a part of this institution? Obviously, we all are the fortunate ones. At this happy moment, I would like to dedicate some beautiful lines to Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. वो सहरा में गुमानों के यकीन का एक समंदर था, बड़ा बेखौफ रहबर था, हमारी ख्वाहिशों का पासबां था, वो ज़मीं पर आसमां था, वो हर तारीख रस्ते पर सितारा बन के चमका था, सितम के मौसमों में वो उजाला बन के चमका था। हमें जिसकी क़यादत ने महकती सरज़मीं बख्शी, ज़माने में क्या है और मोतबर हमको सिखाया जिसने आज़ादी से जीने का हुनर हमको, सिखाया जिसने आज़ादी से जीने का हुनर हमको। Keeping the pace of these happy celebrations continue, and to make it more memorable, Art Society, in collaboration with the talented students of Smiu, has organized a theatre play, Hum Jinnah Ke Sipahi, to pay special tribute to Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. So now, without any further delay, let's begin with the play. So let's have a big round of applause for the team of Jinnah Ke Sipahi.
मेहरबान कदरदान साहिबान, सिंध सरहद पंजाब गिलगित बल्तिस्तान हज़ारा कश्मीर और बलोचिस्तान, यानी कि पूरा का पूरा पाकिस्तान। अस्सलाम वालेकुम और खुशामदीद। हाँ तो बहनों और भाइयों, टोपियों और टाइयों, मैं हूँ उस्ताद, लेकिन उस्तादी नहीं करता, गली कोचों में तमाशा करता हूँ। हो गए ना हैरान, कुछ कुछ परेशान, तसव्वुर तुम्हारा रह जाएगा अधूरा जब आएगा मेरा बच्चा जमुरा।
आ गया उस्ताद, आ गया।
अबे क्या मिनी बस के नीचे आ गया?
अरे नहीं उस्ताद, आ गया और सबके दिलों पे छा गया।
दिलों पे छा गया? बच्चा तू जमुरा है क्या, कोई फिल्म स्टार?
अरे उस्ताद, तेरा जमुरा चाइना का नहीं, पाकिस्तानी जमुरा है, समझा?
शाबाश बच्चा शाबाश। हाँ तो ख़वातीनो हज़रात, दिन हो या रात, जुम्मा हो या जुमेरात, शादी हो या बारात, मैं और मेरा जमुरा आपके लिए लाए हैं बल्कि वो हकीकत जिससे आप हैं लाल। तो जमुरा मैं कौन हूँ? शाबाश, तू कौन?
मामूल।
शाबाश, जो पूछूंगा वो बतलाएगा।
उस्ताद, किसी खातून की सही उम्र के अलावा जमुरा सब बतलाएगा।
शाबाश बच्चा शाबाश।
कोई बात नहीं उस्ताद।
हाँ तो जमुरा जहाँ ले जाऊँ वहाँ जाएगा।
उस्ताद, गर्ल्स कॉलेज या किसी स्कूल कॉलेज के अलावा जमुरा हर जगह जाएगा।
शाबाश बच्चा, तो फिर घूम जा।
अरे घूम गया
तो फिर झूम गया, इस सरजमी को झूम जा। बता बच्चा कहाँ पहुँचा?
बहुत दूर। सदर, सदर के बाद वजीर आला, फिर गवर्नर, और वहाँ से होते हुए वहाँ की आलीशान इमारत इमारत का सहन सहन में अजीब उलिया का मदारी मदारी हाथ में डुगडुगी बगल में बच्चा लिए कह रहा है कि घूम जा झूम जा
कर बच्चा उस्ताद की नकल करता है।
अरे उस्ताद नकल नहीं करूंगा तो पास कैसे होगा?
उस्ताद के पास आओ बच्चा, उस्ताद तुझे पास करेगा। शाबाश, घूम जा।
उस्ताद घूम गया
झूम जा।
झूम गया।
बता अब कहाँ पहुँचा?
गोल्डन मार्केट।
शाबाश, लुंडे का माल ले रहा है लड़के।
अरे नहीं उस्ताद, एक मदरसे के सामने खड़ा हूँ।
मदरसा? अरे बच्चा निकल जा वहाँ से, वहाँ के मास्टर ने तुझे पकड़ लिया तो मौला बख्श तुझे बख्शेगा नहीं।
अरे नहीं उस्ताद, ऐसा मदरसा नहीं, ये तो बुनियाद है इस वतन की।
क्या मतलब
समझाने के लिए उस्ताद तारीख में जाना पड़ेगा।
फिर घूम जा।
घूम गया, झूम जा उस्ताद, झूम गया।
बता अब कहाँ पहुँचा?
वजीर मेंशन।
वजीर? अरे बच्चा क्या देखता है वहाँ?
रात के अंधेरे में लालटेन की रोशनी में पढ़ रहा है।
The heart is the conqueror of the world. The conqueror of the heart is the conqueror of the world. The conqueror of the
synthetic are created or hormones are created. Cocaine is not
देख नहीं रही, मैं
so
पढ़
in
रहा हूँ।
Pakistan. The recipient, but synthetic drugs
से
new
आप पढ़े हो क्यों?
What they will
क्योंकि
do
मैं
for
एक बड़ा आदमी बनना
temporarily
चाहता हूँ।
enhance your become attention span. They are produced in an overwhelming fashion. Stay awake for long time.
बच्चा
You can
तारीख
focus
गवाह
on
है
your study,
कि इस
happiness.
बच्चे को तालीम से बहुत मोहब्बत
Bad
थी,
state of
अभी तो
happiness
कुदरत
is
इसे
the
मादरे
downside
इल्मी
is
ले आई।
अरे पर उस्ताद
In
मादरे
the
इल्मी
movie you must have
जाना चाहता है
seen
वहाँ,
that. You
चल
will
फिर
have a
घूम जा।
visual
घूम गया,
झूम जा।
अरे झूम गया।
अब कहाँ पहुँचा?
उस्ताद
So now there is the
करने के
classification
लिए
of drugs.
आओ
We have
और
natural drugs.
खिदमत के
These
लिए
depressant
जाओ।
drug mostly are
Enter
used
to
by the
learn
grown
and
up.
go forth to
As
serve।
you grow
हाँ
up,
बच्चा,
those
लिहाजा इस
activities
बच्चे ने
remain
इसी को
involved.
अपना नस्बुलाइन
Like
बना लिया।
cannabis,
तभी
you know,
तो कुदरत ने
physical
इसे
activity.
साथी
So
भी
they
वही
want to
दिए
take some time
जो
off.
सरे कारवां बने।
हाँ उस्ताद,
That
सर
is
शाहनवाज
cocaine.
भुट्टो,
Then
एके
we
ब्रूही,
have
अब्दुल्ला हारून।
शाबाश बच्चा,
Then
चल
we
फिर
have
घूम
semi-synthetic
जा।
घूम गया,
For
झूम
all
जा।
those who
झूम
want
गया
to
था।
through the
कहाँ
indulgence
पहुँचा?
of chemical
मादरे
substances
इल्मी के दानिश कदम है।
to the
जहाँ दो
plant-based
नौजवान
what
तालिब
we
इल्म
convert them into
खुदादाद की बातें कर रहे
we
हैं।
want
हाँ
them to
बच्चा,
not be, you know,
दिखा दे सबको
morphine
तारीख
cannot
के
control the
जड़ों को
realities
से
of life.
इन हम
Terrible
जमातों के
harshness
अज़ाएं।
that surrounds you. Then we have
So these are
synthetic drugs.
hallucinogens.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम मोहम्मद अली, क्या हाल है?
Now these are
वालेकुम सलाम,
MDMA,
बिल्कुल ठीक। तुम सुना अब्दुल्ला हारून?
LSD,
बस
these are
पढ़ाई
prepared
और अम्मी की खिदमत।
in laboratories.
मुझे
They
तुम पे
don't
रश्क आता
use
है।
they take you into world of
तुम
belief.
जन्नती हो।
मुझे तुम
Do
पे
not
रश्क आता है,
temporarily
तुम बहुत मेहनती हो।
disassociate you from reality.
वैसे किन सोचों में
I am
गुम थे?
repeating synthetic
So most
drugs.
of these are hidden.
हम
Because I want to
मुसलमान
tell you
हैं।
something. They cannot be
सर
detected
सैयद ने हिंदू
and
मुस्लिम की जो
they
तफरीक
are
बताई,
clandestine.
साथ ही
Synthetic
साथ
drugs
हमें ये भी
are
बताया
being
कि हम
produced
अंग्रेजों से तालीम में
without
कहीं
any
पीछे ना रह
quality
जाएं।
control.
जभी
There
इन्हीं
are
के नक्शे
drugs
कदम पर चलते हुए
which can be
हमारे इस इदारे के
classified
बानी हसन अली आफंदी ने
if
इसे
you
कायम
want to
किया।
indulge their effects
हाँ बिल्कुल
on
ठीक।
human body or
सर
brain.
हसन अली
Drugs.
आफंदी भी वकील थे, मैं भी
first we
वकील
have
बनूंगा।
go for
वाह,
stimulants.
बहुत खूब। वैसे
Some brand
वकील
name
बन के सबसे
by
पहला
the
मुकदमा किसका लड़ोगे?
And there is no quality control. It is someone
मुमलिकत
working
खुदादाद का।
in a clandestine
शाबाश
laboratory. You have
बच्चा,
real
शाबाश।
You want to
हाँ
perform
तो
more
खराबीनों
in
हज़ार।
less time.
आपने
Which
देखा
you want your
बचपन
mind to
से
be
लड़कपन
focused.
तक
You don't
बड़ा
want to be
आदमी बनने की
distracted,
जुस्तजू।
हाँ तो
elsewhere.
उस्ताद वही थे मोहम्मद अली
So
जो वकील
I
बने
normally
और जुनूबी एशिया के
indulge
मुसलमानों
in,
का मुकदमा लड़े।
crystal,
और उस्ताद
शीशा,
अवाम
whatever
जानना
it is,
चाहती
it
है
could
कि
be
वो वकील बने या
these
मसीहा।
synthetic drugs.
अरे बच्चा, इस आवाम की
Or
पीढ़ी
not
जानती है
cocaine is not,
कि वो वकील होके
so
मुसलमानों
common in
का
Pakistan.
मसीहा बना।
But
अरे
synthetic
उस्ताद पर
drugs
एक वक्त में
are.
2 डिग्रियां, ये
अरे
कैसे?
What they will do
बच्चा, ये बात
temporarily
समझने
they
की
will
है, समझाने की
enhance
नहीं।
your
शाबाश,
attention
घूम
span.
जा।
उस्ताद घूम गया,
झूम जा।
झूम
गया।
बता अब
Stay
कहाँ
awake for
पहुँचा?
long
उस्ताद,
time.
मुस्लिम
You
लीग
can
के इजलास
focus
में
on your studies,
जहाँ ये
commonly
नौजवान
known as
सारे
NPS.
मुसलमानों की उम्मीदों का
But,
मरकज है।
ladies and gentlemen, the landscape is still evolving. But immediately after that, we are touching almost 1,000. You will have a withdrawal, which are not under any quality control, which are being prepared. Then there are depressants. Through their antidepressants, mostly are used by research and experimentation. They haven't told they actively remain involved of what effect do they create on physical activity. So they want to take some time off. They are trying to, and then we have around the international legislation for all those who want to indulge in activity are more dangerous because they encompass a wider spectrum that you should not be, you know. Why do I say wider spectrum? Confronted with realities of life. In synthetic drugs that surrounds you, you actually prepare them from precursors. These are chemical materials. But NPS also include all type of herbal or chemical compounds. So they take you to very sometimes. It is temporarily disassociate you from reality. This is how I'm repeating synthetic psychoanalysis development. There could be synthetic cannabinoids. Synthetic drugs are being produced without any quality control. They actually are not coming from the field. They are being prepared.
अरे
like
साईं,
want to indulge.
काहे तो तुम ज्यादातर अंग्रेजी में किताब करते हैं।
हाँ तो हम वो भी बड़े शौक से सुनते हैं, बल्कि शुरू से आखिर तक सुनते हैं।
वाह जी वाह, तुमको समझ भी आती है कि वो क्या कहते हैं?
ना जी ना, समझ तो नहीं आती, लेकिन इतना जरूर जान लेते हैं कि वो जो भी बोलते हैं सच बोलते हैं, इसीलिए तो वो कायदे आज़म कहलाते हैं।
कायदे आज़म जिंदाबाद, जिन्होंने दिया पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद।
तो उस्ताद वो थे दुबले पतले मोहम्मद अली जो वकील बने, मुसलमानों का मुकदमा लड़े, कायदे आज़म बने और नारा दिया पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद, और जिन्होंने इस मादरे इल्मी सिंध मदरसातुल इस्लाम का सबक इल्म हासिल करने के लिए आओ और खिदमत के लिए जाओ को ऐसा लिया कि आखिरी सांस तक निभाया।
हाँ बच्चा, कायद के नक्शे कदम पर चलना चाहता है।
उस्ताद चलना चाहता हूँ,
इल्म हासिल करना चाहता है।
उस्ताद करना चाहता हूँ।
चल फिर घूम जा।
उस्ताद घूम गया,
फिर झूम जा।
झूम गया।
बता अब कहाँ पहुँचा?
उस्ताद सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम।
हाँ बच्चा, बता वहाँ क्या देखता है?
उस्ताद देखता हूँ कि यहाँ कुछ तालिब इल्म पढ़ रहे हैं।
Things which are in the market, which are not under any quality control. We have been brought up, which are being prepared, hashish, cannabis,
ये दारा मेरे लिए एक दर्सगाह तो है, लेकिन इसके कुछ मुमताज पहलू ऐसे हैं जो इसे हर इदारे से मुमताज करते हैं। इसमें कायदे आज़म ने तालीम हासिल की। मैंने किताबों में पढ़ रखा था कि इसकी संगो खिश्त की इमारतों में वो हवाएं रकम है जिनमें कभी कायदे आज़म हवा लिया करते थे, सांस लिया करते थे। इसके बागीचों में, इसकी दरसी जमातों में, इसके दरो दीवार में वो तारीख रकम है जो कायदे आज़म से वाबस्ता है। वही कायदे आज़म जिसकी इस मादरे इल्मी ने 4 साल तरबियत परवरिश की है, और फिर जब वो बुलंदियों की परवास को निकले तो इस इदारे का तारुफ बन गया। हाँ, मैं इस इदारे का अदना सा तालिब इल्म हूँ, लेकिन अब ये इदारा मेरा भी तारुफ बन गया है और मुझे यहाँ कायदे आज़म का दस्ते शफ़क़त बराह रास्त अपने सर पे मालूम होता है। जिंदाबाद,
जिंदाबाद। Intermediate and 4 years bachelor's degree, and then at least 2 years for masters or MPhil. They actually are not coming from the field. They are being prepared like cannabis. Okay, they are synthetic in character. Remember, these prepared in laboratories. Let's say if someone indulges in drugs, you have to promote his attention span, hallucinogenic substances, to become a brilliant student, to outpace the others, to outpace his peers. So I just wanted to take you to the drugs, which are available. What will happen to you in it? And they will not be sold as drugs in the market. Are you ready to indulge? To evade
सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी में 2 रोज़ा ग्लोबल रिसर्च कांग्रेस के तहत होने वाली फर्स्ट इंटरनेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑन ग्रीन एंड सस्टेनेबल एनवायरनमेंट में पैनल डिस्कशन का इनेकाद किया गया। एनवायरमेंटल सिनेरियो इन पाकिस्तान के उन्वान से मुनक़िदा पैनल डिस्कशन की मेज़बानी के फराइज़ लेक्चरर डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एनवायरमेंटल साइंसेज मिस अमरीन अजीज ने सरअंजाम दिए। चेयरमैन डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एनवायरमेंट एंड एनर्जी मैनेजमेंट इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ बिजनेस मैनेजमेंट कराची डॉक्टर शाहिद अमजद ने पैनल से गुफ्तगू करते हुए पाकिस्तान में मौसमियाती तग़य्युर की मुख्तलिफ वजूहात पर रोशनी डाली।
Sea level rise. We have erosion of coastal areas. Erosion.
What you are doing.
Also, there is a problem with some of these coastal areas, coastal communities.
Drugs, I would just highlight a few. There is only one exit.
So all these are factors that can impact
short-term effects, especially
globally.
जदीद टेक्नोलॉजी की मदद से माहौल दोस्त अशिया के इस्तेमाल पर बात करते हुए चेयरमैन डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ टेक्सटाइल इंजीनियरिंग बहरान यूनिवर्सिटी जामशोरो डॉक्टर जीशान खत्री ने कहा कि हर शोबे में रिसर्चर्स को चाहिए कि जीरो वेस्ट स्ट्रेटजी पर काम करें।
I am the textile engineer, so I should contribute
Would you like to be deformed in this fashion?
the fabric or the
Let's talk
clothing
about some
that
global
will
trends.
address the environmental issues.
For 3 to 4 years,
At least
how
we
drugs,
should be responsible.
how much
for
time
not
you spend in
waste.
university,
At
global
least,
land,
this is
to
the-
attain
at
a
least
degree?
we-
Every
at
year
least
we
if we
do
are
years,
not,
drug years,
I mean,
intermediate,
if we are
and
not
4 years
produce-
bachelor's degree,
producing
and
something
then
new,
at least
at
2
least
years.
we
This
call,
data is based on
consume
what World Drug Report
we
2022.
should have an
Last
approach
how
of
many
the
years? It will come
green
by
consumption, I would
8
say.
years.
For example, the
Please
use of
be
the
my
white bottles, use
Remember
of
these
the
8 years.
straws.
284
Right, as a
billion
researcher.
if someone
If
indulges
we,
in drugs.
we can
to promote
produce
his
the
attention
materials on
span
I belong to
and
textile,
to become a
or
brilliant
environmentalist, we should
to
contribute
outpace the others
to
are
the
more than
zero-waste
11
technology.
पैनल में शरीक माहिर माहौलियात मोहम्मद अली ने शुरा को ज़ेर ज़मीन पानी की संगीन सूरत हाल से आगाह किया।
Water scarcity is a global phenomena.
This is what will happen.
First, you have to understand the thing in the right perspective.
In our societies, which
Currently,
are
अगर आप
closed
बात करें तो
societies, the data is. Are you ready?
1% डिप्लीशन है ग्राउंड वाटर का वर्ल्ड वाइड।
It seems you are ready to indulge. Pattern how things are evolving.
बारिशें हुई हैं, ये हो रहा है, वो हो रहा है, तो पानी डिप्लीट क्यों हो रहा है? असली बात ये है कि आप क्या हिस्ट्री की बात करें 2023 में 2000 में आप पीछे चले जाएं मोसेस के टाइम में -1400 BC पे चले जाएं और पीछे चले जाएं 10,000 50,000 -50,000 What has taken millions of years for the water to go into the ground? आपकी population जिस तरीके से उसको खींच रही है पानी को, it's a reasonably cheaper source than going to Karachi to purchase water. अगर आपको साफ पानी ground से मिल रहा है, आपकी
माहिर बखूर सेहत डॉक्टर मिनहाज अहमद ने मौजू पर गुफ्तगू करते हुए माशरे पर माहौलियाती तगय्युर के असरात पर इजहार ख्याल किया।
मैं बेसिकली एनवायरनमेंट को सिर्फ ग्रीन पर्सपेक्टिव से नहीं देखता हूँ।
From
मैं
synthetic has grown from
total
is only one,
societal
it is only 117 countries, and the geographic spread
ही
is
हमारी सोसाइटी बनाता है। सोसाइटी में ही
because
हमारे
it's an
बच्चे
easy
grow
so we have
होते
just one
हैं
escape.
और उनको वो
It is
तहजीब और
being
इज़्ज़त मिल
prepared
रही
in
होती
your
है
houses
जो
in
उनको
small
फ्यूचर के
little
लिए
give
बहुत
you
होती है।
पैनल के इख्तिताम पर चेयरपर्सन स्कूल ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन स्टडीज यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ पंजाब प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर बुशरा रहमान और एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ टेक्सटाइल इंजीनियरिंग मेहरान यूनिवर्सिटी जामशोरो डॉक्टर अवेस खत्री ने शुरा को शील्ड्स पेश की।
Let's talk about some global trends. How drugs post-COVID are developing over the. This is our biggest challenge. Global as every year we receive a drug report, World Drug Report. Drugs and
बानिए पाकिस्तान कायद-ए-आज़म मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना रहमतुल्लाह अलैह ने फरमाया, हम जितनी ज़्यादा तकलीफ़ें सहना और कुर्बानियाँ देना सीखेंगे उतनी ही ज़्यादा पाकीज़ा खालिस और मजबूत कौम की हैसियत से उभरेंगे, जैसे सोना आग में तपकर कुंदन बन जाता है।
People and girls across the globe in various opioid. Out of them are more than 11 million.
सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी में कोस्टल क्लाइमेट चेंज चैलेंज के उन्वान से लेक्चर प्रोग्राम मुनक्किद किया गया। साबिक वफाकी वजीर और चेयरमैन वाटर एनवायरनमेंट फोरम निसार अहमद मेमन ने शुरा से खिताब करते हुए कहा कि पाकिस्तान को माहौलियाती तगय्युर के चैलेंज से निपटने के लिए पानी, खुराक और तवानाई के सिक्योरिटी प्लान्स तरतीब देने की ज़रूरत है। उन्होंने कहा कि पाकिस्तान की बोर्ड्स और साहिली पट्टी मुआशी तरक्की की रफ्तार तेज करने में मुआविन साबित हो सकती हैं।
The cultivation has gone down. Our population is 240 or 250 million. But more of production has increased. Market available for advanced technology. And also it is, you have daily trade going on. The recoveries, the interdictions, they are increasing around the globe.
One is the Karachi district.
On the right side is cocaine.
The district of Thata.
So much of
another
trade. Cultivation has also gone up. Production has gone up. And correspondingly the sewers have also established crossing points.
Part of the delta is coming into the district of Thata.
Synthetic.
I think
we are exposed to, we are vulnerable to drugs grown from in one of our neighboring 117 countries. The geographic spread is education.
It is so rich, I sometimes wonder
because it's an
only
easy
we could be rich in our economy and in various aspects as rich
small little laboratory
is.
right?
Now in this you have Also, the
my expectation from
one thing, the new one, the weather which is coming up.
But just see how
several times.
the beacon
And
of promotion,
weather is one.
how the education and enlightenment in the country,
in Karachi, in
how the
Sindh.
number of countries
So
also
it's out of those 250,
blaze the trail
Karachi
as
Port
far
Trust,
as anti-narcotics
which
campaign
is so close by.
This is our
and
biggest
Port
challenge,
Qasim
the
on the
leading
other side. So these are the
institution in the
two
country
ports.
as
In my view,
persons
it is
who
the
are trying to
gateway to the
interdict
world.
unparalleled
Because whether you
drugs
go to
in
the
Pakistan.
Indian Ocean or whether you go to the Persian Gulf, whichever side you take,
and
it is the gateway.
तलबा को यूनाइटेड नेशंस के सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स के बारे में बताते हुए निसार अहमद मेमन ने कहा कि अगर 2075 तक सस्टेनेबल डेवलपमेंट गोल्स को हासिल न किया जा सका तो जमीन पर इंसान का रहना मुश्किल हो जाएगा।
How important they are
all through
for life,
narcotics policy
clean water.
several years.
This is a human
But
right.
I'll show you some data
Not
from
only
the production.
requirement, it's a human right.
Just see the bumper crop coming up in
and in your
2017.
constitution
What do we
too.
see in education? Right?
12 is
First is drug
responsible
addiction. You have such a
consumption.
neighbor. Because of that,
that
indulges in plant-based and
you are not being
also
responsible.
if there
Renewable
are any
energy.
synthetic
The
drugs.
seventh goal.
Product trend.
Pakistan's Heidel is just remember.
We are confronted with this
we have
challenge.
dams, we have
Everything.
these.
I'll show you what happens in
Heidel,
Pakistan.
we only
Youth
use
risk behavior survey.
11%
240 or
of
250 was carried out in 2022.
The rest of the
There is more
89 is
opposite.
untapped.
Market
Just
baseline was
and
around
Heidel is the cheapest
7,722
form,
You have
but
daily
right now
rates
it's
going on
taken
with
a lot of time
various
consuming, therefore we have to go to the
and the
solar
age group
and
I'm
wind.
just trying to
उन्होंने
indicate
कहा
to
कि
you.
पाकिस्तान बहुत कम
On
कार्बन
daily
एमिशन
was,
के बावजूद
you know,
आलूदगी से शदीद मुतासर
so much of-
ममालिक की फहरिस्त
they
में
were in
शामिल है।
high grade,
We,
high
Pakistan is
classes and then
point
the data.
08%
Sixth grade, 8, how many 8th grade and high
contributed to the
how
carbon
many people
emission,
come to our side.
but
and
we
daily
are
just see what is happening.
fifth large, among
What
the
is the
fifth,
impact of
sometimes
e-cigarettes?
3, sometimes 8,
We are
let's say among the
vulnerable
5
to
or
drug
10.
addiction in one
Largest
of our
sufferers,
neighboring countries.
affected
And they are starting with what? Being
So therefore we must
everything
be British
starts
about it.
institutions.
इस मौके पर तकरीब से खिताब करते हुए वाइस चांसलर सिंध मदरसतुल इस्लाम यूनिवर्सिटी प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर मुजीबुर सहराई मेमन ने कहा कि हमारे पास नौजवानों की सूरत में बहुत बड़ी एनर्जी मौजूद है जिसे इस्तेमाल करते हुए हम माहौलियाती तब्दीलियों से बखूबी निमट सकते हैं। उन्होंने साबिक वफाकी वज़ीर निसार अहमद मेमन का शुक्रिया अदा किया और शील्ड पेश की।
Education being bullied or they start bullying, indulging, it should also blaze the immoral activity as far as anti-narcotics campaign is. Look at the leading institution in the country. It starts just with e-cigarette, unparalleled.
ठीक है अशरफ अंकल, मैं
It has
बस्ता
nothing
लेकर
to do
आती
with
हूँ।
drugs. Institution specific legislation
तो पूछ लो।
and on state level in Pakistan,
हाँ हाँ बेटा क्या हुआ?
way
अम्मी, मैं
higher
अशरफ अंकल के
education
साथ
admission
जाऊँ,
why
ठीक है?
set out a policy
बेटा,
for
मेरा
all
साथ नहीं
institutions
किसी और के
within
साथ
all
नहीं
education
जाना।
institutions that every institution should
देखिए
have
जी,
one committee
हमें
that
इजाज़त
should be
नहीं
that
है बच्चों को
institution
अजनबी लोगों के साथ
tobacco and
become
drug committee, a beacon for other education
बच्चों,
institutions in
कभी
the
भी अपने
country as far
वालिदैन या
as
साचा
so
को
every
बताएं
institution should
किसी के
have
साथ
one.
कहीं भी ना जाएं।
Anti, but I'll show you some data from tobacco international drug committee.
1099 पर कॉल कर सकते हैं। इसके
This is
अलावा
the modern
आपके
form
साथ
of
लैंड
tobacco. What do we
WhatsApp,
e-cigarette
Facebook,
see in
LinkedIn,
education
Facebook. ये पैगाम आप तक पहुंचाया है।
First is drug
पाकिस्तान
what does
Ministry of Human
marijuana bring in? Because of that, the student behavior, leave this. And please read this. If there are any, and read this carefully. I am not reading it for you. Of violence. It's so immoral to read. I'll show you what happens. Youth Risk Behavior Survey in US. It was carried out in 2022 just in Massachusetts. Confronting us. The baseline is eroding our moral values. 722 students. That was the sample taken from various parties with illegal substances. And the age group I am just trying to indicate to you. Alcohol consumption. You know, please go to this portion. They were in high grades, high classes, and then high school. A sample 6th grade taken in Massachusetts, 8th grade and high school. For billing 7,722 students. Just see what is the impact of e-cigarettes. Drinking. These days we have liberal society. Bring in all forms of drugs. And they are starting with what? So many friends. Everything starts farmhouse in these modern times with e-cigarette. Affluent families. It leads to use of marijuana or other drugs. But please concentrate on your level. Right, that is a universal lower right. what all types of study was undertaken in Ireland. Students being bullied and or they start bullying, the participants indulging, willing participants were in immoral activities. 592. Please look at just one university. Look at the percentages which are given. It had undergraduates, as well as just with e-cigarettes. 1 in 3 current users. It has nothing to do with drugs. Have a negative effect on students. On state level in Pakistan, they are coming up themselves. Higher Education Commission once set out a policy for all institutions. So all education institutions that every institution should have one committee. The median age is 21. Anti-tobacco. How many of you are 21? 80. Just raise your hands.
And he said,
it's your age. So every institution should have one. Anti-tobacco and drug committee. It is undergraduate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years and then postgraduate. Let's move forward.
I have quoted that.
What does marijuana bring in? Samples, responders, leave this. The type of drugs they were using. Cannabis, and read this. Cannabis, I am also rampant. I am not reading it for you. It has so many co-equivalents with Pakistan. All these studies that I am showing to you. We don't have this empirical approach in our institutions. But this is what I am trying to show you. Confronting us. It is eroding our moral values. Need to develop this approach.
And higher secondary college and
Parties with illegal substances. We have to save you.
the responsibilities.
Alcohol consumption. So this is how the prevalence of
That's why
drugs
if you are a
within
teacher,
that one institution.
really
It is just a sample taken. When did they start using it? Now look at billing 7,700. Earliest could be under 16, but it's the age when you enter college. These days we have bench. You come to the university and you graduate. All forms of drugs. It's that age. So after that, either you are no more. Culture. I repeat, affluent families. Either you are no more,
So in simple words, a
or
component
you have recovered.
of post-secondary or third
Your
level
now I am coming
or
to
tertiary education
your level.
is an
That is,
optimal
there is no
final
exaggeration.
stage
I didn't prepare this data.
So as I said
It is
earlier,
coming from this, the study University of Ireland. It is available on the web.
primary education to the university education.
And the participants were location of use. Willing participants were 11,590 festivals in home, one university. Now this is the
Call
place.
is a level 6.
Please guard this.
Then the
Undergraduates
masters
as
at
well
level
as
7.
postgraduates. Night outs, one farmhouse parties. Please guard have a negative effect on students.
Non-degree level education.
Guard this friend at your family. They are coming up themselves. I wish I wanted that your parents were also sitting here so that I talk to them also.
But to me,
These were the, just see what my median age is 21. Visit how many of you are 21? I should talk to just raise your hand. The parents, the teachers, it's your age. And the students. It's the triangle. It's your age that I need to speak to.
groom a child is to groom a youth.
Just see. Reason for use. Undergraduate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years and then postgraduate. When you go for parties,
The human beings
fun.
and bring the
Some of you try to fit in. Responders, fit in what? I am from a lower drugs. I have been invited to an affluent family. Cannabis is also rampant in Pakistan. I should not be taken as somebody who is so many co-equivalents in that very, all these studies that I am limited circle. So we don't have this empirical approach in our roots. Always be proud of your roots. This is what I am trying to show you. Always be proud of your moral institutions need to develop this approach. Some for relaxation, some for emotional distress, some to help with study and exam. So this is how the prevalence of drugs. It is all within that one institution. Just see ecstasy and ketamine. When did they start using it? Now look at ketamine is actually the earliest could be under 16, but it's the age when you enter college. So it is prevalence of synthetic. You come to the university and you graduate. So area of effect that age. After that, either you are no more. Does it impact your thinking? Yes. I repeat. Negative. Either you are no more. Yes. Negative. Or you have study negative. It just gives you one positive effect. What it could be. So there is no exaggeration. I didn't prepare this data. One positive. It is coming from this University of Ireland. It is available on the web. What do you gain out of networking?
So then the 12th and 17th.
Location. These are your formative years of life. Foundational years. You don't need any networking. You don't need to improve your CV just by socializing. Please guard this. So opinion of the students. Just see how many fall into positives. Farmhouse parties. Please guard. Marginally over 7%. That it has positive effect. Guard this trend at your family level. I wish I wanted that your parents were also sitting here so that I talk to them also. It has negative effect.
Let you know that the first
This is what my emphasis is. And it is coming from whom? Visit not from a Muslim society. I should talk to the parents. It is coming from a liberal society and the students. It's the triangle that I need to speak to.
Now the Paris and the Bologna,
So,
these are the two universities.
Reasons
Low
for
mental
mental well-being, moderate mental, because at high mental well-being. Where is high mental well for parties? Just see the fun. Do you have some of you try to fit in well-being of taking drugs? Fit in what? No. I'm from a lower class. I've been invited to an affluent family, so I try to fit in. Please focus here. I showed you a slide. Somebody who's backward, lady earlier, in that way, lost her life in 8 to 10 limited circle. Telling you, so I try to fit in. Even if you want to quit, don't lose your roots. It will not be proud of your roots. On or off effect. Always be proud of your moral. If you want to quit, that too plant-based. Some for relaxation, less than emotional distress, or 2 to 5 years study and exam, or even more than 5 years. And there could be other reasons. And for synthetic, I told you there is just one exit of drugs. Just see ecstasy and ketamine. These are, what are the trends in Pakistan? Ketamine is actually a very given to animals studies in various education for anesthesia.
And the interesting thing is,
So it is prevalence of
that in
synthetic
that
drugs.
Middle Ages,
So
there were
perceptions
7
of
liberal laws.
Pakistani
Area of
medical
effect.
students in 2006. How
in
does
one
it
of the studies
impact
that
you?
was
Undertaken? Does it impact your thinking? Was
Yes,
only
negative.
174. Academics, yes, negative. Study, negative. Just see. Just give you one positive effect. 96. What it would be? Academic stress, curiosity, and to go to school. Just one positive effect.
I remember
What do
my
you gain out
father,
of socializing? What do you gain out of networking? Person said they didn't intend to ever take drugs. These are your formative years of life. Foundational years. You don't need any networking. And you don't need to improve your CV just by socializing. Yes. Now, so opinion of the students. Just see how many fall into positive. That you become a moral deterrent. Just instead of using your 7%. That you become a moral deterrent. Effect.
Leaving aside his interest,
In an
which was
institution.
the archaeology,
Rest
culture,
all
and
are
history.
confessing morality. It has negative religion and harmful effects of drugs are, and it is coming from whom? Common deterrent. Not from a Muslim society.
To build, and we are just trying to grow.
It is coming from a liberal
Of course,
society. There was yet another
these are
study,
requirements of the
2022.
21st century, where the people are
The
living
sample
in
was
challenging
546, but
world.
490
Low
responded.
mental
Well-being, moderate mental, high mental well-being. Where is high mental well-being? So this is how various do you have students were consulted high mental well-being of taking institutions? No.
I tell you, when
This
my
is
father
what is their feedback.
founded
Please
the
see this
High
here.
School,
I showed you a slide
now
of the lady earlier out of 490 who lost her life in 8 to 10 years. Now I am telling you, even if you want to quit, and students' response is not for the past 12 months or 1 year.
read that and I realized
If you want to quit, that
when they
too
join
plant-based, in the very first year, it will take you less than 2 years, or 2 to 5 years, or even more than 5 years. The very first. And for synthetic, I told you there is just one exit. So how old were you when you first started? Please see these years. They correspond to the studies in the West that I have shown you, in the US and also in the Europe education. I have shown you 2 students. 2 studies from 2 different parts of the world. So perceptions of Pakistani prevalent here in 2006. In one of the studies, the same number of years. Just see, it was only 174 self-reported. How frequently do you? Just see daily. That they say peer pressure 96, becoming habitual, academic stress, curiosity, and to go to school. Maybe after every salah.
Look at that. We have,
This medical
you know,
student.
when Pakistan came, we had only the 2 universities.
The type prevalent is opioids. That is to ever take drugs, drugs in the future. Morphine. or
then
cannabis. Females and day scholars were more willing to discourage your friends. Yes, just see. Now, this is what is the expectation: hallucinogens, sedatives, that you become a moral deterrent instead of using yourself. So, students' response on early exposure. You become a moral deterrent. How could you? Just see this in an institution. This is where I want to caution you. When you come to university, you feel yourself empowered. Religion, away from your family, effects of drugs, away from the supervision of your family, someone coming from a far-flung area to a university, to a hostel.
in the next decade,
This is where you are. There was yet another study, 2022. So choose your friends. Choose the sample was 546, but 490 responded. Close circle very wisely. It was Islamabad based mostly. So this is yet another study. This is regarding the prevalence of synthetic drugs in Pakistan, and it is done by UNODC's feedback. It's recent. See this, 2021. Out of 4 prevalence of synthetic drugs, just schools, just see colleges and students' response on drugs for the past 12 months or 1 year.
You are the Novian.
Technical education institution. So when they join university academy, in the very first year, educational institution, what is most
the conditions it's 1947.
And now this is alarming for me.
I'll go that, but
as an elder, the very first alarming for me.
this where we have. So this was a good.
What alarm? So how old were you when you first started? Please see these years. They correspond to the studies in the West that I have shown you. In the US and also in the Europe. Criminals using drugs in a 2 studies from 2 different parts of the world. There are other shades also. It's the same tendency. Other shades also here. So who all indulge in the same number of years? The criminals and students. They stand out. Students. How frequently do you?
I have found out and I have no hesitation.
This is alarming to me. Becoming habitual in a society. That today, maybe after every salah,
if anything happened,
God forbid, they are becoming criminals of the future. The type prevalent is opioids, that is heroin, morphine. There's a need for introspection. There's a need. But just that we stick to our moral values. There is a need. Someone has to act as a moral deterrent.
And that think tank.
So students' response on early exposure. I'll not bore you any further. I'll quickly come over to the ANF response. This is where I want to caution you. When you come to university, you feel yourself empowered, but it's away from your family effects, away from the supervision of your family. Someone coming from a far-flung area to a university. The number of policemen deployed in Karachi East, in one of the districts of Karachi. It's less than, but it is deployed all over Pakistan. Circle. Close circle very wide. We are deployed on all the airports, dry ports, seaports, border crossings. Some of them. This is yet another study. We are organized on the basis of the prevalence our regional directorates. One synthetic drug in Pakistan, and it is done by UNODC. Brigadier Rizvi is here in Sindh. It's recent. Looks after 2021. And then down that regional directorate, prevalence of synthetic drugs, police schools, what we do, see colleges located on the strategic inlets and outlets of a province or elsewhere country.
And if we talk
Technical
about
education
Karachi,
institutions,
then we have
academies, more of educational
what
we do.
And 9 public
This is the
sector
data for the past 5 years.
The only thing went in
The
that
cases,
era
now this is alarming for me.
was
The arrests, as an elder, something more. This is alarming for important. We seize drugs to the count of metric tons. Higher percentage of students, it's not kgs, it's not ounces, it's not number of criminals using drugs in a society. And this year, there are other shades also. We have crossed almost other shades also. It's not even half of the year. Who all indulge in synthetic drugs? Last year, ANF only seized students, 116 metric tons. Kudos. This year, they stand out. 5 months. This is alarming to me. As in 5 months, we have crossed over 65 metric tons. The students. So it is prevalent in our society. I told you how is our neighborhood, how we are exposed, how we are vulnerable. Till the time we do not exercise self-discipline, we stay away. We report. There is a need. Helpline 1415. Please call us. Tell us. We will respond.
One or other way,
that we stick to our moral values. 5 years, there is a need, someone has to act as a moral deterrent.
Settled in Dadu.
You can
They were
find
very
out.
good college.
In the past 5 years, it has been
decided
6
that
or
I
not
should
5
move
metric
to
bore you
Karachi.
any further. I'll quickly come over to the
When I
ANF
came to
response.
Karachi,
What we are doing.
5
metric tons, ladies and gentlemen, it's a very small force. But it's a force that creates
last year, and I tell
effects.
you, ladies and gentlemen,
What was the
it's
financial
less than
worth
if my
of
father
the
had
drugs
not
that we
decided
seized?
that.
The number of policemen deployed in Karachi East, one of the districts of Karachi. It's less than $1 billion. It is deployed all over Pakistan. This is the financial worth of the drugs that we see. We are deployed on all the airports, dry ports. Last 5 years, these are the international smugglers that we have. We are organized on the basis of our regional directorates. One is sitting in front of you. But it's not only that we are working in drug supply reduction. We are also after Sindh drug demand. Then that is rehabilitation and treatment. We are organized on the basis of police stations. What we do, we have various centers. Yesterday, alhamdulillah, inlets and outlets of a magnanimity of Sindh government, we inaugurated 2 more. One at Manghupir and one at Malir. What we do?
Lot of our budgets
In Karachi now, we have the Liari as the third and the rest functioning since 2010. More must visit Liari.
highly
It's
debatable.
one of our best drugs treatment center.
So
Metric
the
ton. The treatment
policies
is
I
given
just
free
wanted
of cost,
to
not
give you a
kgs.
quick review.
It's not. And for any drug addict that goes to a private treatment center, it costs you minimum 3.5 million rupees. We have crossed almost 50%. It's not even half of the year of last year. Last year, ANF only seen in Karachi we have 16 more than 400 bed capacity available. This year it is all full, and we have a long line, long list, waiting list. First 5 months, we have crossed over 65. It's almost a period of 3 to 4 months in our society. I told you how is our neighborhood, how we are exposed. Yesterday we have achieved another milestone. The time we have exercise self-started, we stay away. We report there is a reintegration helpline 1415. We want all those who come call us for treatment. We will rehabilitation are also given a certain 5 years specific skill set. I will leave a calculation for you, so that when they go out, you can find out less chances of relapse. In the past 5 years, it has been go out 45 metric tons. The same society, at least by then, they have picked up 645 metric tons full skill, so that they become beneficial. Do you know? Last year, thank you. What was the financial worth of the drugs that we seized? It was $6 billion, $6 Arab. $6 billion. The prosecution state. ANF has a financial worth of the drugs that courts.
1959, 72 to 80. These were all
It is very
the
certain last 5 years these are the international smugglers that acquitted. This is drug traffickers that we apprehended. It's nowhere else in Pakistan. No other court. But it's not only that we are working in drug supply reduction. We are also working in drug demand. There is a message that is rehabilitation and there is a calculation of
some outputs.
the message is
during that
that
time,
we have various centers. Yesterday, alhamdulillah, with the, you don't know how much magnanimity dose you are in the government. Either free, inaugurated two more. You don't know what is the dose that you are taking. And one at Malir. It's from International Research Institute in Karachi now. We have that for heroin as the third, which is 200 milligrams taken once. Must visit Liari, can cause death. One of our best 200 milligrams treatment center. The treatment is given free of cost to Pakistan so far, but US is, and for any drug addict that goes to a private treatment center, pill can cost you minimum 3.5 million rupees. Okay, it's 20 milligrams. And we are doing fentanyl taken at one time without any cost. Can kill, can take your life. This is the service to humanity. So, in Karachi, more than 400 bed capacity taken at one time. It is all full. Can take, and we have a long line, long list. Similarly, waiting list. ICE, it's almost a period of 3 to 4 months for treatment and rehabilitation. I'm just trying to bring to your notice. Since yesterday, we have achieved another milestone. We had one drug burning. We have started a 6-month metric tons that we burned. That we want all those 12 metric tons. for treatment and rehabilitation are also 12 metric tons a certain specific skill set. If it had gone to people, when they go out 12 metric tons, there are less chances
it
of
would
relapse.
have led to
When they
the
go out
death
into
of
the same
71
society, at least
million
by then they have
Pakistanis.
picked up some useful skill so that they become beneficial.
71 million Pakistanis.
Just one drug burning ceremony, they become beneficial. I gave you the figure
of Pakistan.
of this year so far is 65 metric tons. For the past 5 years, it is 645 metric tons. This is the calculation I am leaving it for you.
It is very seldom that someone gets acquitted.
Almost
This
4
is the
times
conviction rate.
It's nowhere else.